Hi, Azariah. It's Sara again. Today we're going to read a book called Jessie's Hill. It looks like from the cover that this book might be about bike riding. Do you have a bike? Do you know how to ride a bike? Have you ever been bike riding? Jessie pushed his bike into the driveway. Can I come to the zoo, Dennis? Can you ride to the top of the hill? His brother asked. His friends were ready to go. Jessie looked up at the steep hill. I think I can, he said. Let's go. Dennis and his friends rode away. Jessie jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He passed Mrs. Johnson's house. His legs were shaky. He passed Peter Potter's house. It was hard to breathe. He was hot. He stopped in front of the yellow house. Jessie, Dennis called from the top of the hill. Jessie looked up. When you can ride to the top, you can come. Jessie stamped his foot. His brother disappeared over the hill. Let's stop for a second, Azariah, and think about, how do you think Jessie feels right now? Angry, sad, maybe mad, a little disappointed, frustrated? Have you ever felt like, I wish I could do something, but I can't do it? The next day, Jessie tried again. He jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He passed Mrs. Jennings' house. He passed Peter Potter's house. His legs were shaky. It was hard to breathe. He was hot, but he passed the yellow house too. Jessie tried to ride up the hill every day. His legs were shaky, and it was hard to breathe. But every day he rode a little farther. So let's stop for a second, Azariah. What is Jessie doing? He's trying something again and again and again so that he can get better at it. Lots of times, the first time we try to do something, it's really hard. The second time, it's a little easier. It was Saturday morning. Jessie pushed his bike into the driveway. Dennis and his friends were leaving. Where are you going? Jessie said. Dennis stopped. We're going to the zoo. Can I come? Can you ride to the top of the hill? Watch me. As hard as he could. He rode past Mrs. Jennings' house. He rode past Peter Potter's house. He rode past the yellow house. His legs weren't shaky. He pedaled harder. Go, Jessie! You can do it! Dennis and his friends cheered. He pedaled harder. He passed 3 more houses. He was almost to the top of the hill. His legs were shaky. It was hard to breathe. Jessie was hot, but he didn't stop. His bike slowed down. It wobbled, but kept moving. Jessie stood on his pedals and pushed. He reached the top. He looked down at Dennis and his friends. They were puffing and panting. They rode up the hill. Dennis patted Jessie on the back. Do you want to come to the zoo? He said. Jessie grinned. Oh, wow. What a great day for Jessie. So that's a kind of a cool message in that book, right, Azariah? Because the first thing he did was really hard for him. And then he worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. And after not that much time, he was able to do it. So maybe think about something in your life that you had to work at or practice a lot to get better at, or maybe something you're not so good at that you want to get better at. Bye.